Hello there and welcome to BNetTV.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We're here at CTIA Wireless 2008 and I am joined by Laura Marriott, who's the president of the Mobile Marketing Association. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thanks, Michelle.
We appreciate that. Have you enjoyed the show so far?
Yeah, it's been good. I'd say it's a little slower than it has been in previous years. There's certainly not the energy and excitement that we've seen previously.
That's why people look to BNetTV.com, because they know that's where they're going to get all of their excitement and energy. You know, I really enjoyed attending some of the sessions pre-CTIA as far as the mobile marketing and talking about mobile advertising. We were at Billboard Live and that kind of thing. So interestingly enough, I've been infusing into some of my questions with people some of the issues surrounding mobile advertising right now, and I thought that maybe that's where we would start. What are some of the issues and new things that have been happening in the industry?
Yeah, I think we're starting to see mobile advertising go after other wireless media types. So text, we see inventory sold out. Mobile web banners continue to increase in the number of brands getting involved there. We've got MMS, we've got mobile video and television. But I think one of the downloadables, sorry to all the downloadable guys, I think one of the most exciting things, though, is I've heard in the last couple of days that we're seeing spends larger than we've ever seen before. So brands over the last 2 months are spending more than they did in all of 2007.
Wow.
So that's really exciting for our industry.
What do you think is attributing to that type of growth?
I think they're learning the power of mobile. I think mobile allows them to not only engage their customer, but know who their customer is and when they're seeing the ad, how they're accessing their services.
Absolutely. It was interesting, one of the interviews we had yesterday with the hyperfactory.com, and that's one of the things we're talking about. I think they're amazing.
They are
amazing.
Great.
And they're really, we were talking about mobile engagement and not just trying to take yet another medium of advertising and repurpose some content and just make it work on a smaller screen in a different way, that type of thing, but really understanding the power of mobile and all the different ways to get people involved and engage people in that capacity.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, Hyperfactory absolutely understands it. They draw their successes from other regions as well, so Asia, Europe, North America, and mobile is a unique channel, and we can't apply or repurpose what we've done in the internet or other media in mobile. Let's create made-for-mobile specific initiatives.
Absolutely. One of the other issues that had come up at the mobile marketing the event we were at pre-CTIA on Monday.
Yeah, marketing the mobile channel.
Marketing the mobile channel, excuse me. Anyways, one of the things we're talking about are consumers really getting what they want, and how are brands really getting their heads wrapped around understanding the metrics. And I know that both of those things have been topics of conversation for quite some time because, of course, with mobile devices, you can extract numbers and have an understanding of what your market is all about, but are brands still delivering what they should be delivering?
Well, I mean, obviously, the strategic objective for every brand is going to be different. So to answer that question is tough. But the measurement and metrics question, I would say that's the biggest obstacle we have in our industry today. We have inconsistencies in reporting from every ad server, every agency, every wireless operator, and we need to have some consistency in how we are delivering those quantitative metrics to the brand. The MMA, the GSMA are working together with the companies in the ecosystem with the IAB to figure out how do we define ad currencies for mobile. Then how do we effectively measure against those currencies so that a Procter & Gamble, when they go to a Verizon, an AdMob, and a Mobi, that they get the same results and reporting every time and can do an apples-to-apples comparison.
Right, awesome.
Key.
Well, let's talk about the Mobile Marketing Association right now.
Let's
do that, shall we? Okay,
awesome.
I thought you might enjoy that. You guys have grown tremendously.
Yeah.
You just elected a new board. Let's start with those two things.
Okay, we are now just over 600 member companies worldwide. Last week we launched Latin America, so for the first time ever we're truly a global organization, so we have chapters in all 4 regions. We did elect a board both in Asia Pacific and Latin America, or Asia Pacific and North America. So Tom Daly from Coca-Cola is our board chairman here. That is a great advancement for our industry because it shows that the brands are endorsing what we do.
Right.
In Asia, we have Jimmy Poon from Puka China, which is a mobile application service provider. So it's nice that we see this cross-ecosystem participation at our board level. Great on the North American board specifically. domestically. We've got, you know, MTV Networks. We've got a lot of major agencies, Ogilvy, Isobar, all the operators involved. So it's a good, strong board this year.
Right. It really is fantastic how much you've grown it and how much the larger brands are embracing the importance of best practices. What do you think is happening to really attract that type of support, if you will? Why should they care? These are large brands. They don't really have to care. They could do what they want to do and organize themselves separately, but they're not. They're gravitating towards something that you guys have created with the Mobile Marketing Association.
Well, I think first and foremost, we've developed a community, right? So we have developed a community of like-minded leaders in the industry, and they're driving the development in the direction that they want it to go. I think we are also seeing that brands are now sticking up for where they want the industry to go rather than relying on their technology providers.
Right.
In the early days of the MMA, a vendor might have come in and represented the interests of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is now there saying, no, this is where our focus area is. So.
Right.
I think that also has to do a lot with the fact that the brands, the agencies, are creating mobile divisions within their companies. So they're creating mobile expertise, whether it's at a VP level or a coordinator level, that we're seeing that mobile go into the brand.
Fantastic. My last question for you, what kind of initiatives do you think we're going to see coming out of the MMA this 2008?
Well.
Because you heard it here first.
We'll see a lot of the same. So we'll see best practices and guidelines around cross-carrier services, mobile advertising. We're going global, so in a couple of weeks we'll launch the first global mobile advertising guidelines. You're going to start to see some uptake around mobile commerce. So we've launched mobile banking initiatives, 2D barcode initiatives, and so I think that will be anything that fuels the development of mobile marketing, we're there.
Fantastic. Laura, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We've been here with Laura Marriott, who is the president of the Mobile Marketing Association. We're here at CTIA Wireless 2008, and I'm Michelle Sklar with BNetTV.com.